Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am Nonju Milunga for those of you who do not know me, and I'm back with another video. Basically, this video is a step-to-step guide on how to plan the perfect vacation. So I know a lot of you would rather just go to a travel agent, but guys, if you do everything yourself, you will literally save so much money. Just a few days ago, I was helping out one of my friends book a trip for him and his partner, and the quote that the travel agent gave them was 50k, and then when we did everything ourselves, it ended up being 32k. So guys, traveling definitely can be affordable if you do everything yourself. In this video, I'll be taking you through the 6 easy steps, and then I'm also just gonna make a series out of it that I can explain each of the steps in more detail. So today is just gonna be a rough summary, but you will understand. Then if you want more details, I will be making videos on each of the steps. So I think let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the video. So how to plan your perfect vacation, more especially international vacations, because it gets a lot. But I think if you do it continuously, especially by yourself, you definitely get to a place where you are comfortable and you know all the deals and all the tricks. For my first few international trips, I went with my family and we got a travel agent, and it was nice because I mean they do everything. You tell them what you want and what you want to see, and they put it together. So I'm going to move to the first point, which is choosing a destination. So I know a lot of people, especially traveling from South Africa, think that Bali and Thailand is the most affordable vacation. Yes, you don't need a visa, you can just book a package and go. However, guys, when choosing a destination, literally choose your dream destination. It is really possible. For an example, we went to Greece last year and the return flights to Greece were 7.1 thousand South African rands. And then when I look at the Thailand and the Bali trip that I went to, flights alone were 13,000. As you can see, costs do vary depending on flights. Yes, when you get to Greece, it is in euros, so that is a bit more expensive, but the money you saved on the flight is the money you're gonna spend in Greece. So when choosing your destination, literally pick anything, guys. Pick your dream destination. You can literally make it work. So that brings us to our second point, which is booking your flights. So as a reference, guys, always start off with Google Flights. Google Flights is so amazing. It's literally a cheat code because it gives you the cheapest dates to fly, it gives you the cheapest airline to fly with, and it even gives you the different websites in which you can book your flight on. So if you basically, let's say, had a trip in May and your initial dates were 2 to 10 May going to Greece, Google Flights will tell you that, hold on, if you leave 1 May and actually come back 13 May, you can save 5,000 rand, and that's how much you can actually save using Google Flights. The difference is so much depending on the dates you choose. So as a starting reference, definitely use Google Flights. After that, just check all the other flight apps that are out there, such as Skyscanner and Travel Stars. And then lastly, always check the actual airline. So if Google Flights gives you an option of Qatar Airways, actually go on qatarairways.com and check how much that same flight is. Sometimes it is more cheaper, sometimes it's actually more expensive, so Google Flights makes sense. So I'll go in detail in another video, but basically booking flights, use Google Flights and you're good to go. So this brings us to step 3. Get as much information as you can on the destination you are traveling to. So now you've booked your return flights from Johannesburg or Durban or Cape Town. Watch vlogs. I always, before I travel to a country, I'll watch vlogs just to also understand what is the best areas to stay at, and what are the best activities to do there, what to watch out for, do's and don'ts of that country. Watching vlogs will literally give you that extra information that I don't even think a travel agent would be able to give you, because those people are on that trip and they are experiencing it like literally live. So watch a lot of vlogs, then start to map out where exactly you want to stay. So maybe if you're going to Bali, you want to stay downtown, or maybe you want to stay by the beach. So just understand the pros and cons of the different areas in that city or country you are visiting. So just get as much information, watch vlogs, search the internet. Safest area to stay in Santorini. Just get a understanding for yourself of the country you are traveling to. And this brings us to step 4. So you've got your flights, you have an understanding of where exactly you want to stay, and then it's time to book the accommodation. So for this step, I already have a detailed video on my channel. I'll put it up here, but basically this was for more locally in South Africa, but it literally still works for international trips too. So Airbnb is great, guys, because you can pay half now, then the rest later. Number 2, bookings.com is even better because you can reserve a place and then pay like a week before you actually arrive. And then just check Google for best hotels if you want to stay in a hotel, so you're able to get like room service and all your meals. Best accommodation in Santorini. Maybe you picked up accommodation spots from vlogs you were watching. So guys, I do have a detailed video on my channel, so go watch that. But basically Airbnb, bookings.com, they are your best friend when booking accommodation. Okay, so this takes us to step 5. So we've got our flights, we've chosen our area, and we've gotten our accommodation. Now it's time to build an itinerary and get your activities. So this is a template that we always use on all our trips. So as you can see, it has dates, it has time, it has the actual activity, it has links and cost to what you'll be doing. So Get Your Guide, firstly guys, is the best. It's like a Google Flights of activities. If you go on Get Your Guide and you search activities to do in Santorini, it will like literally list everything, and most of the time it is affordable. Maybe you already know what you want to do. You want a quad bike in Santorini. Get Your Guide, search that on Get Your Guide, and it will give you the different options and the different prices of the activity. The most wonderful thing about Get Your Guide is that you also can pay 2 days before the actual activity. So Get Your Guide is literally your Bible when it comes to activities around the entire world. Like Get Your Guide is there for you. Okay, so now we've gotten our activity, then we just start to map out how everything will link together, what we're going to do on our different days. I'll literally have a video on my channel where I go in detail on how to set the perfect itinerary, but I guess the main point on it helps you with planning the trip, that you don't have to do it when you're there. Because now imagine you get to Santorini, Bali, wherever you're going, and now you have to start all over again. Things to do in Santorini, you guys are trying to call places to see if they have availability, you're trying to search for restaurants. Yes, some things might be spontaneous and they can come along, but if you already have a list of restaurants, the numbers, the links of activities, the numbers, you're good to go. It's going to save you so much trouble on your trip that everything will go smoothly. Then it brings us to the last point, which is enjoy. I'm just joking. I'm literally not going to be that cheesy. The last point is basically a few things you might need. Firstly, transfers. Make sure that you organize your transfers with the actual accommodation you're staying at. They are a bit more expensive than maybe cabs you're gonna find locally there, but this will help you in terms of the cab that is organized by the accommodation knows exactly where to go. This is your first time in this country. You just know what the accommodation looks like inside. Maybe you know outside, but how are you going to direct the cab driver if they get lost? So if the accommodation books the transfers themselves from the airport and to the airport, it's perfect. And also imagine after like a 10-hour flight, now you have to search Uber. You have to get a SIM card, you have to connect to the internet to search your Uber. Just get transfers. Secondly, visas. So there are multiple countries that you can travel to without a visa, and I guess that's why Bali and Thailand is the most simplest places to go to. However, guys, getting a visa, I feel like it's not that difficult. Just make sure you have all your information. So the banking details, the round-trip flights, actually pay for your flights, pay for your accommodation, get that thing from Airbnb, your bank statement, your letter from work that you're going to return from work. You're a full-time employee, you're a full-time student. Getting a visa is not difficult. I think where people don't really get approved is if they don't have all the documents, and if like they have dummy documents. Like it might show that you paid, you're gonna come back to South Africa, you're ready to go. So getting a visa, I know it is, I still get nervous, even though I have gotten a few, but it's not that difficult, guys. Just go get that visa. Make sure you plan things in advance, like 3 months before, so if something happens you can go again and apply again, you know. So this brings us to the end of the video. So I did want to make it nice, quick, and I hope it is simple to follow the steps. And as I said, I will be adding on to the series, so I'll be going through each of the points in more detail. So let's say accommodation you actually sorted, you just need help booking flights, I will have that video specifically for flights and all of that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope these 6 easy steps do help you in planning your next video, and guys, definitely do it. You can basically save like half your money if you plan it yourself. And it's also exciting, like if you're in the details, when you actually go there, you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I had on my Excel spreadsheets, and now I'm seeing it in real life. So it's really exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do like, share, and comment if you had any questions, but I will be more detailed in the next video. So yeah, subscribe guys if you haven't already. It is free, and I will basically see you guys next week with another video. Bye.